Live now to Los Angeles, where we can speak to Neama Rahmani, who is a former federal prosecutor and president of the firm West Coast Trial Lawyers. Welcome to the program. Just in terms of these indictments that Trump says he is now facing, what happens next?
Well, the next step is an arraignment. So on Tuesday, Trump will be brought before a magistrate where he will have to plead. He's certainly going to plead not guilty, and the judge will order bail. I'm sure the former president is going to be released on a no bail or a signature bond. Then we'll have a pretrial hearing, and that's when the parties will start filing their substantive motions.
And out of the various legal challenges he's facing relating to the last election and also this writer and so on, which are the most serious?
Well, I think these are the most serious because he's looking at potentially federal prison time, and these are also the most readily provable charges. If you're comparing the Capitol riots or trying to overthrow the 2020 election, or even the fraud case that the Manhattan District Attorney has filed, this case has the most evidence, and because of Trump's own words. The recording that was reported last week where Trump was discussing a classified document related to the invasion of Iran, but as well as his own social media post where he says, I had these documents, but I had a legal right to do so because I could declassify them.
And in terms of his run for the White House, how can the two things coexist?
Well, you have your legal case, but this also plays to his political base. There's a significant percentage of the American public that believes that this is all a political witch hunt, that the former president is being treated unfairly, that others, including Mike Pence and Joe Biden, have also mishandled classified documents. And they think that this is an effort by the political establishment to railroad him.
Right. So in terms of the presidential race, it doesn't really throw anything off course.
Well, potentially, there is one potential charge that may disqualify him from running for public office. And we don't know exactly what the 7 counts will be. But if that particular federal statute is charged, and if Trump is convicted before the 2024 election, he may be prohibited from holding any federal public office. Of course, he's going to challenge that law as unconstitutional as applied to him. And of course, if he wins in November, it's well established that no sitting president can be prosecuted. So this whole case may go away.
So, as you've mentioned, Mike Pence, who's also running for the Republican candidacy, and Joe Biden, the existing president, are facing similar legal challenges, similar accusations. So does that dilute the impact of what Donald Trump is facing?
Potentially, but some of these charges relate to the mishandling of classified documents, but also Trump's response to the Department of Justice's efforts to get those documents back. That's why we're maybe going to see charges related to false statements, conspiracy, obstruction of justice. Those charges relate to Trump potentially lying to federal officials who wanted to retrieve these documents. That's something that Mike Pence and Joe Biden aren't accused of doing.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us.
Thanks for having me.